Hey guys, this is Ender Quartz here. We got a new tutorial. And so this tutorial is going to be on the give command, /give. And so let's get started. Okay, so we're eventually going to work our way up to a sword that looks like this. It is named, it has enchantments, and it has a lore. But let's not jump right into that. Let's get to the basics first. Okay, so first, very basic. Just give @p diamond sword. So we're just giving the nearest player a diamond sword. And so I have a diamond sword. Okay, so very simple. Next, so this does the exact same thing. So basically, but this first number is the amount of diamond swords that you're getting, and then this one is the data of the diamond swords. So first let's just modify this, and hey, you have 5 diamond swords. So I have this, and now it's going to give me 5 diamond swords. So now, but the problem is that I can't restack these. So if I place some of these all out, I can't re-put them back together. I can't put them back together because they don't normally stack. And the data I figured out with items with durability is basically how much durability you have taken down. So a diamond sword has a lot of durability, so actually 100 won't do a lot of a diamond sword. But let's change this number to 1,000, and you'll start to see a significant amount of durability taken off. But if I change this to 2,000, then this will give me a sword that only has 1 hit on it. So this is a sword with basically no durability. So let's just get a creeper out. No, I don't want a creeper to explode. Sure, how about a spider? Okay, so just to prove this, I'm going to do game mode 0. I'm going to spawn this spider, but it's going to be neutral because it's in daylight. And this sword is only going to have 1 hit on it, so I'm going to make this count. Just go, yeah, die, die, die. No, stop killing me. Stop it. Stop. No, stop it. No, stop chasing me. Feel the wrath of my fist. Yes. Okay. Okay. So that was cool. Okay, so let's just change this back to normal. So it's just a normal sword. So if it has 0, it has no durability taken off of it. So it's just a normal diamond sword. So these are basically the same thing, this one and this one. Now we're starting to get into the more interesting stuff. Okay, so this looks a little complicated, but it's not. So first, it's the give @p diamond sword, and then this part right here. So this whole part right here is just the same thing as before. Now this is what's going to give me a named sword. So it's as if I just put it in an anvil and just renamed it Sword of Ender. So let's see here. So I need the curly squiggly brackets. If you look, this is a normal bracket. Wait, no, that's a 0. That's a normal bracket. This is that's a normal parenthesis. This is a normal bracket, and this is a squiggly bracket, curly bracket. Okay, so we need curly bracket, and then we need display, and then colon, and then another curly bracket. So it's in display. It's going to be the name, and then Sword of Ender, in quotations. And then so when we do that, we get a sword named the Sword of Ender. So this would be the exact same thing as if I just took out an anvil. Let me just get an anvil. And then got a diamond sword. Just placed it down. And then just took the diamond sword and renamed it Sword of Ender. So if you look, this Sword of Ender is exactly the same thing. So it's not really different. So we're not really getting into anything really cool yet that you can't really do in like survival. So okay, so let's do this next thing. So this is adding a lore to it, and this is pretty interesting. So this is the same name display that we have over here. So we have the display, then the name, but then instead of just closing the brackets right there, we're going to say comma, then we're going to say lore. And lore is the little purple, they're going to be little purple letters underneath the sword. I'll just give you an example. So this is a sword coursing with ender energy. So now it's going to have it here, and it's a sword coursing with ender energy. So it's kind of a cool, kind of like a description of the sword, or whatever you really want it to be. Just kind of looks cool. And then so we're going to put a comma, then we're going to put lore, and then we're going to put square brackets, because actually you can put multiple things in here. I've heard that you can do quote, and then sword with energy, the sword of ender. And so this should go on a different line than this. Check this out. It doesn't. I don't know exactly how to do that, or I don't know. But lore is pretty cool. So let's just keep that. And so sword of ender, a sword coursing with ender and energy. Wait. Coursing with ender energy. Sorry, I thought I saw and. Okay, a sword coursing with ender energy. Okay, so now we're going to move on to enchantments. So now we can actually enchant our sword along with the names and everything. So this is exactly the same, except right before the final curly bracket. So right before curling is off. So basically, this is on enchant. This is on the same level as display back here. So we have display right here. So basically, enchant is just another one of those. And then make sure to put a comma thing, because then that's showing that it's another one. And then so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put enchant, then colon, and you're going to put a bracket, because actually brackets mean that multiple things can be put inside of this. So you have enchant, and then so multiple things can be put inside this. Wait, I just thought of something. It might be there it is. Okay. I just forgot they need to put a comma between two things. Okay. So just hold that. If you do lore, wait, that's not sword, it's that. You think that's how sword would be spelled, but it's not. It's sword. It's funny. So yeah, so that's how you put it on different lines. The lore on different lines. You put a comma and then another quotations. Okay, back to the enchantments. Okay, so you can have enchantments and then so you can say enchant, and then so that you have a bracket, which means multiple things inside it. But this time we're only going to put one thing inside it. And then so this is going to be ID 16, which is the enchantment ID for sharpness. And then what's really cool about this is with the enchant command, you can only do enchantments up to their normal maximum value. So it's like sharpness, look in here, sharpness V. So you can only do sharpness V is the maximum enchantment that you can do. But with this one, you can do up to level 10. And then it starts to look weird, but I think you can go up to level 10 and it'll still stay in Roman numerals. So you go over here, and I'm going to get a sword of ender, sharpness X. So this is going to be really cool. And then so it's the sword of ender, and it has sharpness X, which is going to be very effective in killing mobs. So let's say we have a spider here. I'm going to kill him one hit, just this thing. It's not even a critical hit, it's just a regular hit, but the sharpness is so high that it just instantly kills it. So that's really cool. And now you can actually add multiple enchantments to a sword. So you can have a bunch of different enchantments on a sword, as many as you want, except if it doesn't go, as long as it doesn't go over the 256 character limit, which I wanted to mention before, but I forgot. And so there is a character limit in the command blocks. It is 256 characters. So if you go if you put a lot of enchantments, it'll go over that character limit and it won't work. So this one, so basically it's kind of the same thing with the lore. And so it's enchant and then enchant, and then so we're going to put the curly brackets around here. Then we're also going to put a comma, and then we're going to put another set of curly brackets around here. So this is going to be a level 17, which is smite. And then so I'm going to have sharpness X, sharpness 10, and smite 10. So let's check this. And I'm going to get a sword of ender, sharpness X, and smite X. Sword coursing with ender energy. And then so that is the give command. It's really useful for maybe adventure maps or maybe some other thing, or if you just want a really cool looking sword, and you can do this with any item. You don't have to do it with swords or bows or weapons. You can do it with any item. So I could technically have an item. I could technically have dirt. I could have some dirt that is enchanted with all that stuff and lore. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'm going to have dirt. That's going to be the ultimate dirt. Sorry. It's going to be the ultimate dirt. So, dirt of ender. 8. It's going to be dirt coursing with ender energy. So now, instead of giving a diamond sword, I'm going to give a player dirt. So, dirt of ender. Sharpness X and smite X. Dirt coursing with ender energy. Whoa. This dirt is the most epic dirt ever. Hey, look. It even has the sharpness effects. It's not going to be that effective as a sword, but it is still going to be pretty effective. So that is how you can also add high enchantments to random items. And it looks pretty cool. And it's awesome. So I think that's pretty good. So this is the give command, and so, I mean, that's just kind of an overview of the give command. I mean, there is some specialty things, but that's mainly the cool things that you could do with the give command. And so I could technically have the dirt of this epic dirtness, and of course, I can give them any amount of it. So let's say I give this person 10 of the dirt of ender. And then so I have dirt, and the cool thing about dirt is it does stack. So, yay, stackable dirt. But I don't know if, yes, it doesn't stack with regular dirt, which is pretty good. So, dirt of ender is different than regular dirt. Yay. So, okay guys, so that is the give command, /give, and it's pretty cool. And so, I think this is it.